Recording is in progress. As I mentioned, guys, we're joined now by Houston Dynamo head coach Ben Olsen. Coach, thank you very much for taking the time so quickly after the game. Obviously a tough way for it to end on penalties. If you can just give us your initial thoughts, please, on the game and how you felt like your team played tonight.
I thought we played great, and you know, I'm proud of the way that we went about it. They obviously down the stretch push, and it was a hard game to kind of hang in for the last 10, 15 minutes. It was probably a game we needed to go stick the knife in and win 3-1. But instead, again, when they throw that many numbers forward, throw that many crosses in, it's a hard way to defend. And then again, we're set on a corner. There's no excuse to lose it in there in the end. We got enough bodies. Lose the first header and lose a mark. So disappointed in certainly the result and the way it went down, but I thought we played great, against a very good team. So we can take that positive away, but it still stings.
Thank you for that. We'll start with questions here in the room. If you have a question, raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you. We'll start down here in the front.
Hi, Ben. Now you guys will return into MLS play, but you guys will have 2 weeks. Now, how do you guys use these 2 weeks? Probably a couple days off and then get back to it?
Yep, you said it. We'll take a few days off and then get back to it and try to get better. And, continue to push the group and now we have one tournament left, hopefully, and that's trying to get into the playoffs and doing what we can to put ourselves in a good spot towards the later stages of the league.
Okay, we'll go back to the third row.
Hey, Coach. I saw you on the sidelines when your team had a couple chances to, as you said, kill the game. And they just couldn't, finish it off. How disappointing was it that you guys were there? Like you said, good game. You guys, 2 goals got called back. You guys had many opportunities, just couldn't quite get it there.
This is the game, right? This is the game. It's beautiful and it's heartbreaking and so many chances. And again, when a team is that risky and just continues to throw the types of numbers that they were, sometimes the best way to win the game is to hit them the other way. And we had a couple of chances. We should see that game out. And I think that's what it was going to take, again, because of the nature and the talent level. Guys, their ability to get service off in the wide spots, and the big boys in the box. It was that's a hard team to keep off the board down the stretch if they're throwing the kitchen sink. So again, got to do better the other way.
On the positive side, Ponce gets his first goal with a bit of magic in the box. What'd you make of his goal? And also, what's one thing that has surprised you about him in your short time with him?
Nothing's really surprised me about him. I think we did a lot of research on him going into this, and it was exactly what we thought he'd be. He's a winner, a great. I think with and without the ball, he's really going to push our team forward. So it was great that he was able to get his goal. He misses 2 pretty good looks for him that I know he was disappointed in, but it shows his character that he kind of hangs in there and gets that goal. He kind of has the other one, but again, offsides. It was a wild game, entertaining game. It was always going to be an entertaining game, and I think that's what the League's Cup. One of the bright spots of the League's Cup is that these games they're open. There's a lot of goals coming through, and I'm disappointed for the guys that we're not moving on, because I think they put a lot into this, and that shows that they want to move on. So, but that's life, and we'll get back to work.
Okay, we'll stay third row in the middle here. Come on.
Hey, Coach, tough way to go out tonight. I want to continue focusing on the positive. Set pieces continue to be a source of goal for the Dynamo. Last game versus RSL and tonight, even the offside goal taken off from Ponce came off a set piece. What's been the key to success converting those chances here lately?
Listen, we've service, work on the training pitch, commitment, timing, all these things go into set pieces. As we continue to be dangerous on the offensive side, we continue to falter on the other side. So that part, we want to flip-flop that. We want to make sure one's more successful than the other. We've given up too many goals on defensive set pieces this year. We know that, and that's something we're working on to fix, because it's going to have to get better if we're going to get to into the postseason and make a run.
And my last question, I'd like to get your thoughts on what did you read into the game. Sebastian, I thought he came in and did an excellent job as a sub. Just the timing of the sub, a little earlier than we're used to seeing from you in the 58th minute. Just your thoughts, reading the game at that moment.
Kowalczyk or Ferreira?
Yeah, Kowalczyk.
Oh, yeah. I thought he did great. He has a lot of energy, and Latif put in a good shift. Latif does a lot of little things that aren't, I think, appreciated. But he had a great game. He came in, gave real energy, and gave us some pause and some possessions, and really broke out of there and set up a few opportunities going the other way. And we just needed to be a little bit sharper in those moments. I thought Ferreira did well, too. He came in and gave us a real shift. Again, not an easy situation for him to be in, but he came in and worked his ass off.
Okay, we'll go ahead and switch over to questions on Zoom at this point. Guys, if you have a question for Ben, please click the raise your hand button and we'll get you in here. We'll start with Sergio Alfonso Venegas. Sergio, your line should be open.
Thank you very much. This is Sergio Venegas from Pizarra Deportiva, coach. It was an stunning performance, almost get to the next phase. What do you think you need to change for this game that maybe have different result, and you expect from Toluca facing this way on this part of the tournament? And I wish you for the best luck on the season. Thank you very much, coach.
We'll have to evaluate the game. If you're looking for blame, we'll have to go through the game and look what we could have done better. But I've said it before. We need to go score the third. When teams that dangerous and throwing that many numbers forward, we got to hit them the other way. And obviously, I thought we down the stretch we did a pretty good job defending the box. But now you're bringing the goalkeeper up and they get a piece and we lose a mark. And so I don't know how to answer that question right now.